Hi, my name is Lucas,
And I'm Truman.
and today we're reviewing Stranger Things Volume 2 and 3.
We did review Stranger Things Volume 1 in an earlier episode. Now we're doing Volumes 2 and 3. And let me tell you, things have not improved, at least not from my perspective. I think, if anything, they've gone a little bit downhill. I was a little hopeful towards the end of Volume 1. It seemed like things were picking up a little bit, and I was like, maybe they didn't have any momentum. They felt like they had to build back up to it. Now we're getting in the swing of things. We do not get in the swing of things. We just kind of continue doing the same thing. We're putting things down. We're saying, imagine this is Vecna, and this is the Upside Down. Everything is an object. Sorry, I'm going crazy. But the point is, things did not improve from a story standpoint or a writing standpoint or a dialogue standpoint. We'll get into it. What do you think about the...
Well, I would have to agree with you over there. There were just a lot of continuity errors and also like people talking about the conformity gate because of some scenes just...
You better believe we'll touch on conformity gate. We will touch on conformity gate. But to start, performance-wise, there are some people doing well. I think that David Harbour is usually pretty good at playing Hopper. I think that's pretty consistent. I think that Finn Wolfhard's pretty good. He's been dunked on a lot for this. Noah Schnapp.
Noah Schnapp. Yeah.
I am not taken with his performance personally. I think he's kind of there, especially there's been a lot of discourse online about the coming out scene. We won't go too much into it, but I think, obviously there's been a lot of people that were dissatisfied with that scene, and a lot of the scenes that Noah's in, the acting was so bad, in fact, that it spawned a lot of conspiracy theories that he was possessed by Vecna, and that's why he was talking like that.
Yeah.
But no, that's just how he talks, and that's how he was choosing to act.
I also got to say that the performance that Millie Bobby Brown did, I didn't really like it that much.
I didn't either. I've read some stuff about this, and I think some people are saying that people, who are child actors, they pick a way to play a character, and then they kind of get older with the character, and some people's acting kind of grows and develops, and some people stay the same, and I think the show is very much a victim of that. But I think one thing that's not helping is the writing of the show as well. It's very, to me, and I understand it's the 80s, they're going for kind of the cheesier dialogue, but I think it's a little, it edges on the side of too cheesy, I would say. I think, there's a lot of wait, did I just say that? That kind of oh my god, am I talking out loud right now? You can do that one time to be a little silly, but when it's every single round of dialogue ends in something like that, it's come on, guys, what are we doing?
Some examples is Robin, for example.
Yes.
She was taken as a joke character from this season, and then in season 3 and 4, she wasn't really a joke character. Only just this season in general, she was there to help Will and crack a couple jokes, which, I mean, in all seriousness, it's the final season. I would expect much of the character.
Especially for the budget was something what, $400 million, I think it was?
Plus
for the finale, at least. I mean, it's just crazy the amount of the amount of continuity errors, like you said, and the amount of just kind of, it seemed like this carelessness, a lot of loose ends around there. It kind of is crazy to me that they did this giant show. Everyone was so invested in it, and then they just kind of let it drop. And especially when it comes to the finale. And I'll talk specifically about the finale. In the episode before, their classic Stranger Things kind of penultimate episode shtick where they lay out a plan. There's a very thought out kind of montage of them planning things. They talk about the stakes of what they're about to do. And, it gets you excited. I was excited. Obviously the season had been perfect, but I was like, maybe this finale is really going to carry it through. And then they have the plan. You have a sense that maybe things are going to go a little wrong. Finale happens. Plan pretty much goes exactly to plan, actually. They go in there, they get Vecna, they kill him, and then they go home. And then, of course, 11 and so forth. What happens to her is unknown. But essentially, Vecna's done, and then it's just a 40-minute kind of wrap-up scene, which, I don't know, It just felt like it just kind of ended in the safest way they could have imagined. And I don't know why they did that.
And can we say that before the season happened, there was... the Duffer Brothers were saying, oh, this is a bunch of things are going to happen. Things are not going to go in plan. Characters will die.
Yeah, they said it was it's going to be a dark
Christmas. Yeah, it's going to be 5 characters dying.
It was a normal Christmas. It was a perfectly average Christmas for us. For me, at least. I mean, nothing bad happened. I guess 11, but then they say she's maybe alive, and then no one died. You know what I hated is that Steve death scene where it cuts to black. Everyone knows he's not going to die. What are you doing? Who do you think... I'm sorry. I really like this show, too. There's, season 1 is one of the best seasons of television I think I've ever seen. I mean, it just so many good things. And, I love Maya Hawke, generally very good. Just a lot of stuff, I don't know, it just kind of really felt like a letdown. Another thing I didn't care for was kind of just the upside, upside down being a gate to another dimension, I
A
think it's
wormhole.
stupid. I think it's stupid. I know a lot of yes, a
Yeah,
wormhole,
a
the
wormhole.
bridge, whatever you call it. I think that's so stupid. I just think it just they it's like they just made a bunch of stuff, and then they had to keep making it longer, and they had to keep coming up with more things, and then they made Vecna, who I know people like Vecna. I personally don't like him. I think it's just kind of a contrivance, but that's my opinion. But then this part where it's just this all new place where it's like yellow and like a desert and like canyons, and then why? And then they say the Demogorgons are from there, but there are no Demogorgons in sight. Where are the Demogorgons? We don't know.
I mean, yeah, this season like was just a bunch of guns, a bunch of military, and then we didn't know where the military was at the end of the season. Like I saw like we saw Hopper, we saw Nancy just like kill a bunch of militaries like throughout the season, and then nothing happened. They don't go to jail. It's like everything disappeared, which was a major continuity error for my part because like wouldn't there be some repercussions for I don't know killing multiple military men? You know, I'm just food for thought.
Yeah, I thought they keep they the Duffer Brothers have kind of become kind of I guess a meme at this point of saying things are like they're like, oh, it happened off screen, that happened off screen. Why did it happen off screen? It's a show. It's a show. Things are happening on screen. Why are things? It really upsets me. I don't know. And like it's weird because my younger brother watched this and he loved it, and it made me feel crazy. I'm like, am I the crazy one? And I go online. Thankfully, I'm not crazy. He's crazy, but it felt so weird, and it felt so weird for people that they made up a fake not I guess they made up a conspiracy theory, a grand mass conspiracy delusion that is still going on, mind you, that there is a secret ninth episode because that couldn't have been the finale because it was too bad.
I
Can you
mean, like which they said that oh Mike got possessed because there was a bunch of continuity errors in the later episodes like in volume 2 like oh the wheel like the lever for the electricity was red and now it's not red and oh colors are different oh it went all according to plan and then Mike is just writing you know like just writing right I mean
yeah.
it made people think that Mike was in a trance from Vecna, and then like the ninth episodes come. I don't know how like if that happens, how long would the episode be? Because all these episodes were like 2 hours, 1 hour, 50 minutes. Like if the ninth episode comes, it's gonna be a whole movie. Like
100%. I mean, I say it it doesn't bode well. And obviously, there are cool parts of this, the finale, and overall the whole second and third volume. I think, the fight part where they fight the mind flayer is really cool. It's just cool. You can, I mean, it's cool. It doesn't really make sense in this show, but it is cool. There's lots of cool things. I liked how they used the Prince songs. It's cool they got those. It's hard to get those, but the fact that people are like so disappointed in your show that they make up a new thing, it's like that can't possibly even, it's just a really bad reflection, I feel like, on what this is. And I just, and again, I really like this. I don't know why this is how they chose to do it at all. But and then also after all that, that to come out and then be doing all these interviews, acting kind of like, oh, it happened all off screen and we did what it's like. It just feels really kind of
I
off
mean,
to me.
if we looked at the bloopers or like the background of Stranger Things, like have you seen the series of what's backstage in Stranger Things? They said that they didn't even have the script done
Yes,
during filming of of the eighth episode, like the finale. I think that's just like a little bit
that's how you
unprofessional.
know
In my
something's gonna be good. Is if it's
yeah,
written as they're
if it's
filming it. That's the
unwritten,
mark of a
nobody
good thing.
knows.
Yes, but all that being said, what would you give this out of 10?
I would give it either a 5 or 6. The finale just didn't really hit. It really just made it. I mean, look at the internet, look at the social media. Like it just didn't hit for people, and I'm part of those people.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 5. I mean, obviously not perfect, a lot of flaws as we talked about here. I did, I when they played Heroes during the credits, I did. I mean, I didn't tear up, but I felt something, and it was, for what it was. I can see it's hard to end things, but I think they did their best, and I'm giving it a 5. That's what's happening.
Well, you didn't tear up. I did tear up. So
Well, I don't know what that. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next review. Bye. I never know how to end those. I just never know how to end those.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you.
I never know how to end those.